粥点传师、甜点传师、菜点传师，各位學長大家好，阿咪，咱阿咪個仔今日暗是咱的 brother Stephen 周敬尧學長要甲咱分享關於人生應該感恩的是什麼啊？Master John, Master Tian, and Master Chai, and all Taokins, good evening. Tonight, our brother Stephen will share with us his lecture about what should we be grateful for in our lives. 咱这阵就来邀请咱的 brother Stephen to 甲咱to 背示导. Now let us invite our brother Stephen.
Good evening, everyone. First of all, I would like to thank our God in heaven, our heavenly teacher, Buddha Qigong, to all the Buddha saints and sages up there, to our seniors, to our masters, and to all of you who's here to listen to my lecture for tonight. Tagiho ami, tao sui hiwak be kam sha len tienu su tiek, lan lao zhou su zun su biu tai tiek, lan lao jian lang, 各位前人，咱点传书，各位点传书主笔，叫各位学长，我邀我今仔暗这机会，甲恁学习讲道理。For tonight, I will be discussing to you about the 5 things we should be grateful about. 今仔暗暝我要甲恁讲的就是有恩，或是5项物件，咱都爱感恩。Okay. Happy New Year, everyone. Even though it's been a rough start for the year 2022, with COVID-19 infections once again at all-time high, making a lot of us sick and afraid, shutting down many stores and shops, and affecting the economic future of many people, we still have to be grateful and thankful. 大家祝大家新年快樂。雖然2022年開始真歹，真濟人得新冠病毒，個真無得了真濟人真驚，了影響到真濟生理，了個影響到真濟國家的經濟。雖然是代真歹，咱大家嘛是都愛感謝。Even though times are bad, we must still be thankful, because when we are thankful, by appreciating what is valuable and meaningful to us, it makes us happier. 雖然是代真歹，咱大家嘛是都愛感恩。為著若是咱會曉感恩無，就是知影啥物對咱真好，啥物對咱有保庇無，有對咱重要無，會互咱較歡喜。Plus, when we are more grateful or when we practice gratitude, it is good for our physical and mental health. When we are more grateful, we feel better physically and mentally. As research shows that the practice of gratitude can lower blood pressure, improve our immune system, and make us less stressed. 了無，若是咱會曉感恩無，這嘛是對咱的精神甲身體較好。若是咱有感恩無，咱嘛會感覺較快樂，了嘛是會較無壓力。伊就科學家講無，若是咱會曉感恩無，咱的血壓會較低，了會抵抗力會嘛較懸，了嘛咱嘛會較無stress，較有壓力安尼。So, the habit of gratitude has a number of life-affirming positive effects. Being grateful, number 1, helps us cope with stress. Number 2, improves our overall health and well-being. Number 3, helps us develop stronger bonds and relationship with people around us. Number 4, makes us feel more secure and self-assured. Number 5, increases our overall happiness and self-satisfaction. And finally, keeps us inspired and increases our creativity. 那是咱会晓甲感恩无，嘛有真侪好处，除了健康。第一项无，伊会互咱，伊会帮忙咱面对压力。第二项无，就咱昨仔讲的，会互咱较健康。第三无，伊会互咱的人际关系，交咱比仔的人的关系更较好。第四无，就是会互咱较有安全，较有自信。第五项无就是会互咱感觉较幸福，要自足。第六无就是会互咱较充满灵感，要增加咱的创造力。So as we can see, being grateful is very good. So why can't we all be more grateful? It's because most of the time we focus on negativity or what's wrong around us, making us sad and depressed. So 咱就看到无感恩真侪好处，不过咱通常咱大部分人咱袂晓感恩呐，咱无常常学习感恩呐。为着较上无咱坦白讲，较上咱逐个人无，咱较爱看歹的物件，较爱看负面，或是啥物物件，啥物人对咱无好。为着安尼无，咱常常咱无欢喜，叫佫有จุ安尼。Therefore, this new year, as well as for the rest of our lives, let us be more appreciative of what we have. We will be healthier as well as happier. New Year is not just about setting goals. It is also about showing appreciation and thanks for the blessing we already have. It might seem like a hard thing to do, looking for things to be grateful, especially in these trying times. But it's actually quite simple, because there are 5 things we can be thankful for the rest of our lives. These are heaven, earth, sovereignty, relatives, and our teachers. So 这是年无，叫咱规世人无，咱都爱较感恩，感恩无会互咱较欢喜，嘛会互咱较健康。新年无毋是干那设定目标，伊嘛是新年嘛是叫咱都爱较感恩，感恩，特别互咱互咱帮忙咱的对象。虽然这歹时阵无真艰苦。学习感恩无，不过其实咱阁是有真侪物件着爱感恩。咱上少嘛有5项物件爱感恩，这5项物件就是天、地、君、亲、师这5项物件，我今仔要讲的。So the first things we have to be thankful for is heaven. Heaven in Chinese is pronounced as 天. It means 2 things. The sky and the heaven. When we say we're being thankful to Tian, we are being thankful to the sky and to the heaven, which gives us a lot of blessings in life. 咱第一项爱感恩，就是咱的天。但是咱中国话人讲天无，就是意思2项物件。第一就是天空，第二就是天堂。但是咱讲咱对天感恩无，咱就是感恩这2项物件。遇到这2项物件，互咱这2项对象，互咱真侪幸福，真侪幸福。We should be thankful for sky, for giving us the sun, the moon, and the stars. 咱第一项无，咱都爱真感恩咱的天空，互咱日头，互咱月亮，也互咱星星。The sun in the sky provides us heat and light, which is essential for plants and animals to survive. Without the sun, our earth will be a lifeless ball of ice-coated rock. 咱的日头无， 互咱大，也互咱光，这两项物件无真重要。若无这项物件无，植物甲动物根本都无可能会活。了，若是无这项物件，咱人会活。了，若是无大条光无，咱地球会变成一个圆的平角，所以咱规个世界的生命根本都无可能会活。所以咱第一，咱就爱真大感恩咱的日。Next, the moon. Without the moon, there will be no tides. Because the moon regulates the tide of our ocean, influences our weather, as well as the rotation of the earth. Without the moon, there will be no tides, our wind will be stronger, and the days will be life shorter. Life will also not thrive when moon is not around. So, kibo lan ay kamun lan e genyu. Ito namsi ito genyu bo. Inhyong tio lan e hayang, tio lan e cao shi, tio lan e tian qi. Lan xi mia ma bui waka lan e sekai e xi mia bui waka jin sun, bo quan si dong, bo quan si zi wu, bo quan si lang. So lan genyu ki shi jin tua inhyong lan sekai天气叫咱的海洋，叫咱的潮汐。刷落去 ，next the stars. Lastly, we have to be thankful for our stars. Without stars, we will be living in total darkness. The stars in the night sky help us see through the night. They also make life possible on Earth because, in fact, our sun itself is actually a star. Xoa落去，咱爱感恩咱的星星。伊就若毋是为着星星无暗暝会更加暗，了毋是若毋是为着星星无生命嘛无可能会有。伊着咱的日头无，其实是一个星星，上活地球，咱地球的星星安尼。So, aside from being thankful to the sky, we should also be thankful for heaven, to the heaven. For without heaven, everything we know wouldn't even exist. There won't be sky to provide air for us to breathe, earth to provide food and water for us to eat and drink, and we won't even exist at all. Heaven is known to us as the Tao, the origin of everything. In the Western world, it is known as our Creator, our Heavenly Father, or simply God. So, 除了咱感谢天空无，咱都爱真大感谢咱的天堂。若是着天堂无，逐项物件袂存在，遐会无天空，互咱空气通呼吸，无地球，互咱饭通食，叫水通啉，了咱根本都无可能会活。天堂无嘛是咱所在的道，万物的之来。了啲西方无，迄嘛是咱咧所叫的上天，咱的上天，或是咱的老母娘安尼，咱的老母娘安尼。Be thankful to heaven or to God in good times. Good times. When we have food to eat, house to go home to, and a healthy body, and as well as a stable income to enjoy life, we should be thankful to God for making all the blessings in life possible. Let us make it a habit to do a daily prayer of thanksgiving before every meal, for without the grace of God, these are not possible. 咱真大感恩咱的上天。互咱真侪，互咱逐项物件很顺利。若是咱有饭通食，有厝通住，有身体健康的身体，了搁有够钱通趁，通饲咱家己，叫咱的家，咱的家庭，咱都爱真大感谢咱的上天，上天互逐项顺。咱要安怎感谢咱的上天？咱都爱逐日要食。 食饭正正，咱都爱写感谢天恩师德，甲咱老母娘说 thank you， 说感谢安尼。So aside from being thankful to God in good times, even in bad times, we also should be thankful to Him, because when misfortune happens, such as losing our job, our business not doing very well, or being infected with the COVID-19 virus, we should still be thankful. Bad things happen not because God allows them to happen to us, but it's because of our bad karmas and wrongdoings in the past. Also, without all the pains and suffering we are realizing in our life, we would not realize the true state of the world. So hardship humbles us, makes us more sensitive to the plight of the people around us. And finally, it also develops our benevolence and compassion. Tama lang kong sitay chin Holland to ay chin kam siya lan ilaw bunyo. E nasi sitay bay nilan yam to ay kam siya lan law bunyo. Masito ay kam siya. Uityo nasi bay tay chi huat chingbo. Si uityo law bunyo be Holland be Highland. Si uityo lan isa uzo pai e inko. Okay lan o silan isa zo boho e tai chi. Boho e tai chi. Diao bo nam si video lan so kinh過痛苦像身體無好，或是像咱得新冠病毒，或是頭路無去。但是唔是就這掛歹代志發生無，咱袂感覺到咱世界嘅正面。所以其實歹代志發生無，會互咱較謙虛，了嘛互咱較會栽培咱嘅同情心。了嘛會互咱，嘛是會互咱栽培咱的慈悲心，會互咱較有良心，了嘛會養成咱的佛心的福氣。安尼，所以歹時陣才會栽培咱的福氣，佛心安尼。So it is often said that life's greatest lessons are usually learned at the worst times and from our worst mistakes. Without all this happening right now, due to the pandemic, we would not give much importance to our health, to the relationship with our close friends and loved ones, and to many things we used to take for granted. So we should still be grateful with all that happened to us. Lastly, all the successful people in the world underwent various hardship in the past before becoming what they are right now. So perhaps all this hardship we are going through right now will eventually make us all a much better and a much more successful person in the future. Diao bo lan xiong xiong kong bo, lan jia ko zong ku bo, zai ho lan o dio真多生命的教育。教育安尼，那唔是为着拢总歹代志发生，即马发生为着这个肺炎无，病毒肺炎无，咱嘛袂真大注重咱身体健康，嘛袂注重交亲戚、交朋友的关系，啊，真侪物件咱嘛袂真大注重安尼，所以咱嘛是都爱真大感恩，了无上后尾无。若是咱看世界大部成功的人无，咱嘛会看到因以前 before 因变做成功无，伊嘛经过真侪苦。那毋是为着因经过真侪苦无，真侪考验无，因袂即马安尼遐成功。所以有可能无，咱即马咱咧所食的苦无，会互咱下摆较大汉，较 mature， 较成长，了嘛会互下摆咱较成功安尼。So the next thing we should be thankful for is to our earth. 咱第二項咱嘅感謝無就是咱嘅地球，Our earth is really a wonderful place for us to live. In fact, our world is the only livable planet in the solar system. Other planets are either too near or too far from our sun to be able to support life. For this, we have to be grateful to our planet Earth. 咱地球无是一个真特别的所在，真特别的所在安尼。其实无，咱知影侪星球无，敢若咱地球会通栽培生命。别个星球无，若毋是伊着收挖咱的日头无，就是收远咱的日头。所以，若是收挖会收大通栽培生命，收远咱日头无会变得收寡通栽培生命。敢若咱的地球伫拄拄好的所在，才会通栽培生命。所以为着安尼，无咱做爱真大感谢咱的地球。We have to be grateful to our Mother Earth because she provides without expecting anything in return. She gives us food in form of plants for us to eat, fresh water for us to drink, place for us to stay and call home, and breathable air for us to live. Furthermore, our world is full of natural wonders like breathtaking mountains, beautiful forests, awe-inspiring seas, and many other more. 咱都爱真大感谢咱的地球，为着伊，互咱做侪物件，了无要求回报。伊互咱饭通食，互咱水通啉，互咱所在通住，了互咱空气通呼吸。了咱地球嘛是其实真正真水，有真侪水的山，真水的树林，叫真水的海，佮真侪物件安尼。But unfortunately, we are not appreciative of our Mother Earth. Not only are we not appreciative of her, we are even harming her at an alarming rate. We continuously pollute our air, destroy our mountains and forests, and contaminate our rivers, lakes, and seas. 唔過真可惜無，咱不但無感謝咱的地球，咱佫咧傷害伊。咱無停咧污染咱的空氣，沖壞咱的山頂叫樹林樹林，叫污染咱的海叫湖，安尼。If we do not stop polluting our environment, global temperature around the world is forecasted to rise by 2 degrees Celsius, which would result in the rising sea levels, flooding various coastal cities and low-lying islands due to polar ice caps melting in the North and South Pole. Furthermore, we would experience more violent storms like Typhoon Odette last December, and global pandemic will also be more frequent. 那是咱大家人无停咧冲坏咱地球的空气、叫环境，世界的温度会一直增加。了伊夸加讲无，若是咱无停破坏环境无，20年以内无，咱世界的空气会增加2度，2度 C。若是增加2度 C 无，咱的海会变较贵，会互咱真侪海边的市内叫家的岛向淹死。了无咱嘛会较常拄着野大的风台，像顶年的Typhoon Odette。了病毒肺炎嘛会较常发生，安尼。So, let us reverse the trend of global warming in order to save our Mother Earth. The 2 biggest factors of global warming are, number 1, fossil fuel, and number 2, animal agriculture. 所以咱大家人无咱都爱停破坏咱的环境。两个破坏环境和全球暖化的因素，第一就是 fossil fuel 或是石化燃料，第二就是畜牧业。安尼。the number one factor of global warming is fossil fuel. We need fossil fuel in order to power our transportation, or also in order to have electricity in our house. But unfortunately, fossil fuel contributes very much to the pollution to our air. So in order to lessen our usage of fossil fuel, let us do our part by driving less or relying less on using our car, taking more public transportation, walking more, as it is also good for our health, and it is also a form of exercise. And finally, riding the bicycle when the distance is short, as it is also good to our health. 第一项目就是石化燃料，石化燃料真破坏咱的环境。虽然咱需要 fossil fuel， 伊着咱欠明伊的咱的车、咱的交通、交咱的电无，这个真大影响，真大破坏咱的地球的环境。安尼，所以咱若是咱要较无破坏咱环境，无咱就爱较减用伊。咱要较减用石化燃料，第一项无就是咱爱较减用车，伊着车无用石油，无这真大破坏环境。刷落去无，咱嘛是会通较，但是咱较减用车，咱要安怎去？咱要去的所在，咱就是较常搭公共汽车。但是咱要去的所在无安尼远无，咱嘛会使用行路，这个毋是干那环保尔，这嘛是对咱身体较好，因为这是一种运动。要搁刷落去无，若是咱会晓骑脚踏车无，咱嘛用骑脚踏车，为着脚踏车这嘛是一种运动，了这嘛是一个环保的方法。安尼。Next, aside from lessening our use of car, we can also lessen the use of our electricity by turning off lights and switching off appliances when not in use. Not only will we lower our electricity bills, we also contribute on lessening our usage of fossil fuel. 刷落去无，咱嘛会通较省用电，为着电无真大只石油，要真大只石油。若是咱电火无咧用，无咱就爱禁熄。若是咱家具无咧用，无咱嘛是着禁熄，甲迄个插头揪起来。若是咱较省用电无用，不但对咱环境会较好，咱嘛是较省电池安尼。So next, now aside from conserving our use of fossil fuel, another way to reverse the effect of global warming is to become a vegan or a vegetarian. 刷的方法无咱变环保，咱变环保，咱变较无破坏咱地球的环境，无咱就是爱学食菜，或是咱就是爱学食菜，较减食肉，安尼。Why do we say that going vegan can reverse the effect of global warming? Because it is said that actually animal agriculture is very destructive to our environment, as it destroys our forests, makes our planet warmer and requires a lot of resources in order to sustain. Because of man's hunger for meat, in order to raise pigs, cows, goats, and other livestock animals, man must cut down a lot of trees in the forest in order to make way for pastures. Without forests to cool down our land, global temperature will rise. Plus, without forest, we will also be more prone to landslides and catastrophic typhoons. 加菜无会通较环保，讲为着畜牧业无，其实这真破坏咱的环境。为着咱人真爱食肉无，食肉咱都爱饲遐侪牛、猪、油、鸡安尼。为着要饲即寡动物无，人畜牧业都爱斩断真侪树啊，一个树林啊。为着真侪树林去用创歹无。去用创歹，为着要饲即寡动物无，树仔才豆咧一直咧减起来。但是无树仔，当互咱的地球较冰无，世界的温度会一直增加，会互咱世界一直热起来。世界一直热起来无，环境都会破坏咯，安尼。了个煞落去，若是无树。无树啊无，咱嘛会较上拄着土石流，了咱嘛会较上拄着真严重的风台，像顶年的台风Odette安尼。So therefore, if we do our part by becoming a vegan, or at least lessen our consumption of meat just for a day, it is said that we can save 1,100 gallons of water, 45 pounds of grains, 30 square foot of forest, 10 pounds of carbon dioxide, and 1 animal. So we have a choice every single day. If we truly love and want to save our earth, and if you truly want to stop global warming, we should go vegan for a day, or better, be vegan for the entirety of our life in order to save our Mother Earth. So咱无，若是咱真正想要救咱地球无，咱都爱学食菜。就咱讲无看家讲无，若是咱一日无食肉，一日拢规日拢食素，咱会当省1100个 gallons 的水，45磅的 grains， 30个平方英寸的树林或树林，10磅的 carbon dioxide， 要一只动物安尼。所以咱逐日有选择，若是咱真正真爱咱地球，咱想要环保，咱都爱学。咱都爱食素，或是更较好，咱规世人拢食素咯，把它救咱的地球安尼。So, the third thing we have to be thankful. Let's just go to the third thing we have to be thankful for. The third thing we have to be thankful for is sovereignty. 咱第三项爱感恩无，就是咱的君或是咱的国家。Let us ask ourselves, are we grateful to our country, the beloved Philippines? Well, we sometimes wish that we are born or we are living elsewhere, especially seeing that all the bad things and corruption happening to our country lately. The truth is, our beloved Philippines gives us so many things we have to be thankful of. 咱都爱问咱家己，咱有爱咱的国，咱有对咱的国家感恩。虽然当下无咱嘛会希望讲上好，咱点别个国家话，为着是特别，是咱看到咱国家也做歹代志发生，也做政府国继续贪腐安尼。不过实在讲无，咱的国家虽然真侪代志歹代志发生，无咱国家阁是互咱真侪好的物件，咱都爱真大感恩。What good things does our country give us? Our country, the Philippines, like everything else, isn't perfect and flawed. But Philippines make us what we were today. The moment you were born, you are automatically affiliated with the country. Hence, our country gives us a unique identity. It made us what we are today, with our beautiful and unique language, rich tradition, and culture. Just for that alone, we have to be thankful to our country for giving us an identity. 咱的国家无受也侪世界也侪物件不完全，嘛真侪缺点安尼。不过伊互咱真侪物件，对咱出事无，咱就变做咱的国家的人民。所以咱的国家互咱特别的身份。若毋是伊对咱国家无，咱即马袂有咱家己的咱的。袂互咱家己的语言，咱家己的文化，还有咱家己的传统，所以为着这三项物件，无咱都爱真大感谢咱的国家，互咱身份安尼。Plus, we are also raised by the rice, fruits, and vegetables grown in the Philippines. We also drank the water coming from the natural springs and reservoir of our country and made our living here. We also call Philippines our home. For making us what we are today, we have to forever be grateful to our country for giving us food and shelter and giving us countless opportunities in life. So, lokibo, lan国家是咱大汉，咱食伊的，咱踮伊的土地大，咱食伊的，咱啉伊的水，食伊的米，咱国家饲咱大汉，互咱真侪机会，咱踮即国家栽培生活，安尼，了咱踮咱的国家，咱叫咱的国家，咱的厝内，所以为着即项物件无，咱都爱真大感谢咱的国家，安尼。So let us be grateful to our country by supporting our local tourism when it is safe to travel. By visiting various places around the country, we become more appreciative of our country's natural beauty and uniqueness. We get to appreciate the perfect cone shape of Mayon volcano, the breathtaking Banawi rice terraces in Ifugao, the wonderful chocolate hills in Bohol, our various lush forests around the country, as well as awe-inspiring mountains around our nation, and of course, our world-famous white sand beach in Boracay, in Siargao, and many other places in our country. Furthermore, when we travel around the country, we are helping our local tourism and helping our local economy recover, especially our tourism, as our tourism is one of the sector that is badly hampered by the pandemic. So lambe na kamsya lan ikaki koka lantos lambe kamsya lan ikaki koka lantos si 尽量支持咱国家的观光业。若是这个肺炎较好咯，较顺咯，咱就爱世界去咱的国家去玩去佚佗，你看咱的国家会特别会水，会互咱感觉咱的国家其实是一个真水的所在。咱会看到咱的国家有真水的火山，像马yon volcano、达尔 volcano、叫Pinatubo。咱会看到咱的国家有真水的山，像 Banawirais Terraces、個 Mount Apo、個 Chocolate Hills、個安尼。咱個會看到咱的國家有真水的樹林，個真水的山，個真水的海灘，安尼會互咱較欣賞咱的國家會特別的水。了無若是咱去世界咱的國家去佚佗無，咱嘛是咱咧幫忙咱國家的觀光業，幫忙咱國家恢復觀光業恢復。為着咱的國家的觀光業無是這個肺炎第一大影響的職業安尼。So aside from supporting our local tourism, let us also do our part to help our country by supporting our local products. Buy local rice, fruits, and vegetables, and many other commodities. Our rice, coffee, cocoa beans, fruits, and many other agricultural products are as good, if not better than other countries. Whenever I can, I always buy our local coffee beans, rice, fruits, and vegetables in order to support the hardship of our farmers. If we support local, we are contributing towards the future progress of our nation. Swallow kibo, labi ano kam ko lingwa chi hong what labi ano kam siya na Philippine bo, lan to si ay chi lan e quote lan e agriculture o sila ne 國產化，就買咱的家己的物件，買咱家己國家的米、雞子、菜，叫遐食咖啡豆，叫遐濟物件。咱的家己的咖啡豆、米、果果啊，個雞子、叫菜，袂輸別個國家。坦白講，若是後學有法無，後學攏盡量買家己菲律賓的。家己菲律賓的咖啡豆，家己的米，叫家己的菜，家己子，para支持咱的國家的農夫 or farmers。若是咱支持咱家己無，咱嘛是這就是一個真大的方法。感謝叫支持咱國家，安尼。So the next thing we have to be number 4. The fourth thing we have to be thankful for are our relatives or our parents. Our parents and siblings. Lan te si hang lan ay kam siya bo to silan e chincha o silan e papa mama kaya lan e hiyati chibe. There are so many things we have to be thankful for. But our family should definitely be on top of our list. We should be grateful that God has blessed us with hardworking and loving parents, grandparents, and siblings. Lan lang bo, lan uchin se mengkya to ay kamun. Mko ya zui meng kia ai kam un bo lan xiong tua ai kam un bo to si lan e gia đình. Lan ai jin tua kam xia lan e xiong ti ho lan jin tia lan jin ai lan e gia đình, ho lan jin pa bia jin ti ai lan e papa mama, jin ai lan e angkong ama, kiao jin ai lan e hia ti ji be ani jin ai lan hia ti ji be ani. we should always be grateful to our parents. They gave birth to us, raised us with the best of their abilities, acted as our first teacher, and worked extremely hard to put food on our table, roof on our head, and clothes on our back. The thing they do for us are no easy feat. Lan to ai chin, an to ai shi kam xia lan e pebu or lan e papa mama. We tio in galan sushi, iko chi lan tuahan, iko zo lan e date e lao sư. Cô真拍拼做事，真拍拼趁食，互咱有饭通食，互咱有厝通住，互咱有衫通穿，互咱有会通去读书，互咱饲咱大汉。伊即寡甲咱做诶代志，即个真艰苦呢，即无简单呢。安尼讲，所以咱就爱时时真大感谢因，安尼。Because they love us unconditionally, accepted us no matter how bad, rebellious we may be, and always offered us endless supply of love without asking for anything in return. They are the best example of living Buddhas in this world because of their unconditional love to us. 为着因真疼咱、真爱咱无支持咱、接受咱，无管当时咱偌歹、偌无听话，了佫永远爱咱，无讨回报。咱就常常道理讲，因就是等于咱世界的活佛，为着因爱咱，无求咱回报安尼。所以就是等于咱世界的活佛，或是咱世界的佛爱，咱世界会所会看到的佛爱安尼。So we could never repay all the good deeds done by our parents to us, but the least we can do is to show gratitude to them by being filial with them, spend more time with them, fulfill their wishes, make them happy, and take care of them when they are old and weak. 其實講無，咱袂當回報咱爸爸媽媽做咱的好代志。毋過上少咱愛做無要互人要做無要回報無，咱上少愛做，咱就是愛孝順因，接甲因鬥陣，聽因的喙，互因歡喜。了若是因老咯，是身體無用咯，咱就愛照顧因安尼。Aside from loving our parents, we should also love our siblings or our brothers and sisters. Our brothers and sisters came from the same parents. To love them is to be respectful and filial to our parents, for it will really upset them if they see us fighting and not getting along with each other well. Plus, our siblings are also a blessing from God. They are our first friend, and in most cases, our first enemy. They have been with us together longer than our friends and our partners in life. Through them, we also learn how to properly interact with people. We may get to choose who to be our friends, but we don't get to choose who our siblings are. So as much as possible, let us get along well with our brothers and sisters, spend time with them, love and support each other. Swallow kibo, lan to ay 叫咱的兄弟姊妹，咱都爱咱的兄弟姊妹，伊就爱咱的兄弟姊妹，就是孝顺咱的老爸爸妈妈。为着咱的兄弟姊妹嘛是对咱爸爸妈妈身体来，安尼。但是咱无叫咱的兄弟姊妹无好斗阵无，咱的老爸老母嘛会真无欢喜，安尼。了无，咱的兄弟姊妹嘛是上帝予咱的幸福，幸福安尼。因是咱的第一的朋友，因是咱的第一的朋友，了常常嘛是咱的第一的敌人。了无，咱叫咱的兄弟姊妹斗阵较久，比咱的朋友叫咱的对象安尼。了叫咱的兄弟姊妹，无咱嘛是学着咱免怎叫外口的人人际关系，免怎叫外口的人讲着话安尼。叫咱也做生命的教义，咱是为对咱的兄弟姊妹学着安尼。咱会当经想要做咱的朋友，毋过咱袂当经想要做咱的兄弟姊妹，所以咱就爱叫咱的兄弟姊妹好相爱，叫因好斗阵，找时间叫因做伙支持因，咱的命才会顺安尼。So number 5, and the last thing we have to be grateful for. The last thing we have to be grateful for are our teachers.咱上后尾咱会感恩的无，就是咱的老师。We have to be thankful for our teacher in lives. There are many teachers in our lives. Our holy teacher, Buddha Jigong, is our most important teachers in the Huajiang period right now, because he continuously guides us toward goodness. All the Buddha saints and sages up there are our teachers, because their words serves as our moral compass and serve as our guidance towards the right thing we should do in our lives. Our introducer, guarantor, and master, they are also our seniors and also our teachers. Because without them, we will not be able to know and receive the great Tao. And of course, our parents are our first teacher. And finally, we have our teachers in our school, our teachers in kindergarten, elementary, high school, and college, who taught us education, knowledge and education, and who plays a very big role in shaping us and in making us what we are today. 咱爱真大感谢咱一世人的老师，咱一世人无咱有真侪老师，咱这讲话佛是咱的白羊池的上重要的老师，为着伊咱这个老师继续来指导咱去做好，去忏悔，去做好代志安尼。咱的所有的先佛无嘛是咱的老师，伊着因的话无嘛是咧指导人去做好安尼。了咱的隐师、导师、点传师，嘛是咱的老师。伊着若毋是为着因无，咱无可能会栽着这个宝贝的豆，咱嘛无可能会得着这个宝贝的豆。所以咱都爱真大感谢咱的三师安尼。了当然咱嘛是爱感谢咱的爸爸妈妈，伊是咱的第一的老师。了上后尾，咱来感谢咱的小学、中学，叫咱的大学的老师，咱的学堂的老师，若毋是为着因教咱， 给我们的教育教训，咱今仔袂变成咱今仔安尼，袂变成今仔安尼较成功，安尼较知影较侪物件安尼。So our teacher plays a big role in our lives. Outside of our parents and siblings, they are probably the most important and influential persons we will ever met. 咱老师无，其实是真重要的，咱一世人真重要。除了咱的爸爸妈妈，交咱的亲戚无，因可能是咱一世人上重要的人，比咱的朋友，比外口的一寡政治人员交明星更加重要。安尼，所以咱都爱永远真尊敬咱的老师。安尼 ，Our teacher teaches us life-changing education. Without the math, they taught math, science, language, literature, history, religion, or even values education they taught us, we wouldn't become the doctor, nurse, scientist, architect, lawyer, police officer, supervisor of a company, or even an ordinary office worker we are right now if it's not for the education they taught us. For the things they taught us, we should forever be thankful to them. 咱老师无教咱真侪很重要的知识安尼个教育，若毋是为着因教咱科学、算术、语言、文化、历史、宗教，交足侪物件，无咱今仔袂变得医生、护士、科学家、律师、警察、公司的头家，或是一个公司的职员，若毋是为着老师所教咱的教育安尼，所以咱都爱真大感谢因，感谢咱的所有的老师。And finally, our teacher provides guidance to us and also taught us what is right and wrong in life, and also taught us the value of hard work. Without our teacher giving us homework to do and giving us exam, we wouldn't know the values of that we need to work hard in order to succeed later on in our lives. For all of this that they gave us, we should forever be thankful to them. 了咱的老师无，伊嘛是互咱指导咱，个教咱都爱拍拼。若毋是伊对教咱拍拼无，咱今仔袂成功。像咱以早无咱少年囡仔无，咱真讨厌做功课，咱真讨厌拄着考试。毋过，若是毋是为着咱老师互咱功课，互咱考试，咱袂知影功课考试真重要。伊就即个教咱，无管啥物代志，咱都爱拍拼，袂做 surrender， 咱无管啥物代志都爱拍拼。但是无拍拼无，咱即马无拍拼无及格，无咱即马无可能会成功，无可能会成功。所以为着即寡物件，咱都爱真大感谢咱的老师。安尼 ，OK， so conclusion. These are the 5 things we should be grateful for this new year and for the entirety of our lives. The sky continuously gives us light. The earth continuously nourishes us. Our country continuously gives us home. Our parents continuously gives us unconditional love, and our teachers in life continuously educates us with valuable knowledge and wisdom. So aren't we thankful we have them in our lives? So 这就是 conclusion， 这就是这5项物件，咱都爱真大感恩。这个新年叫咱的规世人，咱的天气继续咧，互咱光热，互咱生命。咱的地球继续互咱饭通食，水通啉，所在通住。咱的这国家继续互咱身份，继续互咱所在通住。咱的父母叫咱的亲戚继续互咱爱，继续爱咱，爱咱的无回报。叫咱的老师，咱世人的老师继续教导我们安尼。所以咱无感谢因吧？咱无感谢这5项物件吧？安尼，咱都爱真感谢这5项对象安尼对方。So this concludes my lecture for tonight. So I hope this lecture makes us a little more grateful after learning that we really have a lot of things to be thankful for in our lives. Even though the pandemic continues on, it's our choice whether we want to feel down or we want to look up. But remember, a person who continuously looks down will never see the rainbow. Be grateful, look up ahead, and soon enough, we will see the light at the end of this dark tunnel. So 这个我今仔的课就是讲到这，希望今仔我讲的无，互咱大家较欢喜，互咱大家较感恩。其实咱个是真侪物件都爱感恩安尼。虽然这个疫情，佫继续互咱食啊侪苦无，咱有真侪选择，咱会做佫继续感觉有助，看下骹，或是咱会再继续，或是咱会再较欢喜看起哩，为着毋过咱都爱会记，一个人若是继续一直有助无，看下骹，毋是看起哩无，伊袂看到生命的彩虹安尼，所以咱都爱较感恩，看起哩。所咱的这个课才会结束安尼，才会结束。So if I said anything wrong or if my topic is not up to par with standard, I would like to ask for forgiveness from our Heavenly Father, forgiveness from our masters and seniors, and forgiveness from all of you. Thank you very much. God bless and have a pleasant evening to all of you. So 今仔休學，若是休學有講唔叫無，休學要求大家原諒，求咱天恩師的原諒，安尼求大家原諒後學，感謝天恩師的。今仔休學感覺遮咯。
感恩各位點傳師吼，就點傳師點傳師主秘咧，吼，亦有這個機會，踮喺遮學習做結班。
Thank you to our 周点传师 and 田短传师 for this chance that I can make a conclusion for our lecture tonight.
那麼今仔日周俊堯學長所講的是有崇恩吼，這個就是你甲咱說，咱為什麼呢？咱每一天早暗 中昼的烧香的时阵咧，明明上帝拜刷落去，明明上帝四颗手刷落去以后，就是天地君亲师五颗手的原因。
So tonight our topic is the 5 things that we should be grateful for, and we have observed that after during our offering every day after the after Mingming Sangti, we offer our to 天地君亲师。
天地君亲师咧，这就是定定咱咧拜的时阵咧，就是咧提醒咱吼，咱对出世到大吼，咱做人到大咧，莫讲出世啊，是迄个对做人到大咧，吼，咱就是受到这个天地君亲师吼，这五种伟大的人物神甲咱照顾，甲咱疼惜，甲咱大慈才法度成就今仔日的咱。
So since birth, we have been blessed with the 5 blessings that we are receiving from the very beginning, from the very moment that we were born. And we have to be grateful for them.
那么伫这个COVID-19 这个点钟咧，咱更加爱有这个感恩。
And during this time of the COVID-19 pandemic, we should be more grateful than ever.
当然，就是像是拄做正阳学长讲会当感恩的，较好过咧物质啦，较好过迄瑞格拉莫啦、complain 啦，你若会感恩，就是有迄个力量，互咱身体较健康，有迄个能量，互咱身体较健康。若一直物质一直 complain 的，就是有一个力量会甲咱扭，互咱袂爽，互咱袂健康。
So our brother Stephen tonight has told us that we have to be grateful for everything that we have today, because being grateful can make our life more happier. And if we keep on complaining, we are making our life miserable, because the power of being grateful can make our body also healthier. And if we just keep on complaining, it can make our body, bring our body into a state of sickness.
伫个歹的点钟咧，咱更加需要正能量。
During these testing times, we need positive energy.
那么感恩就是 positive energy， 感恩就是正能量。
And being grateful is a positive energy.
那么咱每一工咧，早起咧，目睭金8金咯，咱就要感恩讲这个疫情已经1、2年要已经2年足啊，咱阁有法度，逐工目睭金闭起来咧，阁有法度通呼吸，比我得着身体无好的人来讲，咱是毋是爱真正感恩，咱阁有法度通目睭闭紧，阁有法度安尼顺时呼吸。
So from the very moment when we wake up every morning, we have to be very grateful, because it is already 2 years into the COVID-19 pandemic, and still we can, every one of us can still wake up every morning and very healthy and can breathe very easily. We should be grateful, because we have to think of all those people who are already sick, who cannot breathe properly. So that is why we need to be grateful from the very moment when we wake up every morning.
一个艰苦的点钟，一个困难的点钟，咱会当安尼平安，目睭闭紧，平安呼吸，迄就是足好的福报咯。
So being healthy and being in a safe state that every day we can breathe properly is already a very great blessing for all of us.
所以咱爱知影唔通人伫福中咧唔知影福。
So we should all be very appreciative. Do not be in a state when we are already in a state of being blessed and we still do not know that we are blessed.
中国话叫做人在福中不知福。
So in Chinese, it tells us that there are people who are already very blessed, but still they are still complaining.
咱我过来咧看一下，咱就是因拜所有 大部分的人呢，人伫福中唔知福，伊这拖天甲地赐予咱的福气，咱今仔日则大家做伙来拄着这个遮尔大的重业。
And it is because that most of us, we are not grateful for what we have. We are still complaining. That's why today we are all facing this group karma that is called the COVID-19 pandemic.
所以咱伫个即个 COVID-19 中啊，咱叫着即个Zoom meeting 来开班咱时时刻刻都要提醒家己咱今仔日得着道啊，咱拄啊讲三师带咱来求道得道教咱学做好代志咱就是爱知影讲点睛即个点睛，咱爱真正真正定定爱反观自照，反观自救以外咧咱阁爱会记个头前周俊尧学长所讲的咱爱好好做好咱这环保的责任，爱护地球的责任。
So in the midst of the COVID-19 pandemic, we should all remind ourselves that we are so lucky that we were able to receive Tao, that our three teachers brought us to give us to receive Tao. So we should continue to do good deeds, and also we should always self-reflect, retrospect to know what we have done wrong or what we have done good, and that we have all we need all to do our best to help our Earth.
地球敢若有一个安尼无第二个地球。
We have only one Earth to live in.
这个蓝色的地球很漂亮，养了我们这么多人。
Our blue Earth is very beautiful, that it's able to give life for every one of us to live in.
那么今仔日因为这个大家唔知影安怎去爱护这个地球，继续甲过度的使用地球。
And today, most of us do not know how to love our Earth. We have been overusing the Earth.
咱即摆在有这个地球暖化的问题，极端气候的问题，气候异常的问题，再到有这个病毒不断的问题。
So that is why today we are experiencing the extreme atmospheric changes and also the pandemic.
这个暖化的问题造成遐尼多问题出来病毒是其中之一而已。
Pandemic is only one of those results of us not knowing how to use the earth properly.
所以这就是咱北洋地主100年来面你伫个提倡咱都爱食菜，咱都爱食菜，咱都爱推广素食。
That is why during this White Young period, we are promoting that we should all not eat too much, do not eat animals, and we should all turn to become vegetarians.
敢若减食肉、歪食肉、减食肉，才有法度救这个地球。
The lesser we eat animal meat, the more we can help restore our earth.
咱即摆就想讲，地球敢有一个咱尔，咱要安怎去家爱护，就是对这个食开始，对这个口业开始做起。
So we should know that we have only one earth to live in, and to love our earth, to restore our earth, we should start from being a vegetarian.
过来就是讲，减制做粪扫。
Next is that we should lessen our garbage or
减
waste material.
塑胶地，
什么单词？
减用塑胶地。
We should lessen our use of plastic materials.
学晓安怎垃圾分类。
We should know how to classify our garbage.
安尼时阵咱粪扫大减少，这嘛是救地球的一个方法之一。
So if you know how to segregate our waste materials, we can lessen our waste materials or garbage.
地球敢若有一个安尼咱一定爱好好爱惜，爱好好感恩。那么咱这个地球若顾会好，咱人间才有法度变做利天啊。
So we should know how to love and to conserve our earth, that so that in the end, earth will become our 理天。
安尼小可就简单做一个结论希望大家会晓知影恩知道什么叫做恩，嘛会晓知影安怎感恩。
So our discussion will end here, which I wish that everyone will know what are the blessings that we are enjoying now, and to know how we should be grateful for all these blessings that we are receiving.
小可简单做一个补充，做一个结论。
That was my simple conclusion for our lecture tonight.
祝各位弟兄大家身体健康事事如意，事事顺心晚安。咱后礼拜拜二继续读经拜五继续开班。
So wish everybody to have a healthy body, and that everyone will have what we have been wishing for. Let us all meet on Tuesday for our Sutra reading class, and also on Friday for our lecture.
谢谢各位，大家。